Okay folks, it's a bright sunny day. Started out cold this morning. I had to wear a jacket because it was really cold. But basically I think it got down to 14 degrees. Yeah, very cold. It should have been cold like this. In the old days it used to be like cold in February, not waiting until April. So yeah. It's a bit of a climate change is real, folks. Sorry to say. Actually, see what I'm doing here. Gonna leave it like that. I might reverse it. Okay, let's see what we have here. We have here, laugh out loud surprise. I don't know if this is shoes or a toy. I think it's a toy, some kind of toy, or toys. Whatever, folks, laugh out loud. Oh, that scanner's squeaking badly, folks. Yeah, that's come up looking quite interesting, quite intriguing. Folks, not quite what I'm after. Although they look really quite interesting squashed. I might enlarge it on the horizontal and stretch it out. I think that's what we can do. Oh, I've got to get rid of the negative positive. Did I just accidentally press something I shouldn't have? Oh, I thought I accidentally pressed the cancel button. So yeah, I think they're shoes, links. I think this is a shoebox lid for these. These are basically like to do with the toy. Little toys that usually girls are interested in. Usually. I'm pretty sure there might be blokes out there, that's alright. I never liked dolls when I was a kid, and even though I'm a girl, I never liked dolls. I like cars and trucks, folks, and other masculine type toys. I wasn't interested in dolls. Though my parents kept trying to, my father I think it was trying to keep feminise me by buying me dolls, and I really hated dolls, so I can relate to that. And to this day I'm a tomboy, folks. I even dress like a tomboy. There's nothing wrong with it, folks. I do. I'm a tomboy. Look at the clothing I'm wearing. Look at all the shit I'm wearing. Yeah, enough of that. Let's see how this has turned out. Yeah, that's coming up looking interesting. I think we could do a lot more on the horizontal and maybe a bit more on the vertical. This looks really interesting. I actually think maybe we can turn it this way and enlarge it, stretch it out like that. I do think. That's a difficult one, folks. It happens a lot that I think that it would work better if I do it the opposite way. So we're going to run it this way. just going to put it down like so. I don't know how this is going to work. Yeah, that's starting to look good. Yeah, you can see that lovely detail there. I do think maybe I can move it across and maybe enlarge it a bit more on the vertical. So it's coming along. So I'm just going to move it across just a fair amount. I'm going to line it up just around there. So that's that. And the vertical's going to go up a bit. Yeah, that's come up looking better. I do feel that maybe this has got to get closer to the edge, or I don't know. But this is an interesting thing that a lot of girls, usually girls folks, like to enjoy. I do think maybe move it across a bit more, just a little bit, maybe till the edge touches against the window there, the little slit glass. Yeah, that's come up looking better. I still think maybe more on the vertical. The horizontal looks like we got it just right. Now we just have to enlarge it more on the vertical. Whew. But these are like really trendy sorts of toys for people, for kids. And a lot of kids, the thing I hate about these trendy toys is that kids often feel that if you're like a child that comes from a poor family background. I just knocked something on the floor, one of the items I was meant to demo with, and I forgot about it. I didn't know why I couldn't find it, so but yeah, I really hate what I hate about these trendy toys is that often kids who come from a poor family background get shunned by their peers because they can't afford the trendiest toys or the trendiest clothing or merchandise or whatever else that kids are really into. They tend to get really thingy about it, and they often ostracize the less fortunate person or people who just happen to have not enough money to get these toys or gadgets or fashions and shoes and shit. And it really is upsetting. It's really sad that that happens, that kids get... It's like, it's all peer group pressure. You have to be trendy, you have to be cool, you have to be this, you have to be that. Actually, I think I've got to enlarge this a little bit more on the horizontal, because I think that's the edge of the page we're seeing here. Just a little bit extra. But yeah, it's really sad when that happens, when children get really funny about things like that. It's really shallow, and children become marketing pawns for the companies that make these toys, and that to me is a form of child abuse, because it's putting pressure on children. That children should never have pressure put on them to buy the latest toy or the latest gadget. They should be allowed to be kids and just enjoy themselves as they are. Oh, sure, it's okay to have toys, but not to get so wound up about it that it becomes the be-all and end-all. But children don't understand it, and this is where adults have got to take responsibility, especially the toy companies, and also the parents have got to screen this shit too. You know, they got to... but the kids are always saying, "Oh, mummy, daddy, I want this, I want that," and this is the advertising, and that's why I call it child abuse, because it's telling the child just can't discern what's affordable and what's not affordable, and it's taking advantage of children so that parents will part with their money to buy these toys. Children are soft targets for marketing, or put them. That's hence the term marketing porn. Really sick. These adults in power who run these toy companies and merchandise companies, they ought to fucking stop preaching to children. It's like a form of bad religion, like a cult. You know, it's sick. They don't seem to have any fucking guilt or any shame. They don't seem to have any scruples about them. And it really is an awful thing when children get involved in adult financial affairs, because they're such soft targets, and the parents end up caving in to the children's pleas, which really is sad. It has to end up like that. It's not the child's fault, it's the fucking marketeers, the profiteers in the companies and the advertising and shit. Anyway, enough of that. That's come up looking quite interesting. I think we can now call this demo quits.